In my own words, I'm going to fail with grace. Oh my god, guys, I'm getting the best book today. Don't procrastinate like me. I don't know why I'm getting a little emotional right now. It's weighing on me. 70,950 words. Let's do it. Hello everyone and welcome back to Grayson's Bookmark. Here on this channel I make all types of writing and bookish content, and today is a writing one. I'm coming to you happily tired from a very after Thanksgiving dinner game of poker. A very long game of poker. And today I'm making a type of video I've never made before. Little backstory. In the beginning of November, I made a video talking about my first 5 days of NaNoWrMo progress. And I also introduced to you like my new project, and I talked about it and how my word counts were going and how I was feeling about it. There was footage, it did exist. But then November kept going and the deadlines kept getting closer, and long story short, that video never got published. So what I want to do today is react to that footage and bring you updates of how NaNoWrMo is going right now. So I guess you could call this a before and after video. And yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting. I do not remember what I said 20 days ago about my NaNoWrMo, and yeah, we're gonna find out. The project I'm working on, I'm currently 15,000 words in. My nano goal was to hit around 20,000 words, and there are currently 4 days left in NaNoWrMo. The project I'm working on is called Project Popstar, but I will let past me explain. I've got my video here, and the video for you will also be on this side of the screen. And let's watch it. Hello everyone and welcome back to Grayson's Bookmark. Today I'm telling you all about my nano progress so far. Now, just as a refresher, what I decided to do for NaNoWrMo was start a completely new project. If you missed that video where I just cited what the heck I was gonna do in Preptober, I will link that video in the description so you can watch that. I will also do that. Very busy. It's been very jam-packed with college things and work, as I'm like a broken record at this point. Still jam-packed, Grayson. It's very, very hard to write 1,600 words a day during my 7th semester of college. So that is why I have not been doing that, and I'm completely fine with it. Am I still fine with not writing 1,600 words a day? Yes. Moving on. My goal for this NaNoWrMo is like 20,000 words, and that's it. I guess now is the time for me to reveal the name of my new project. It is a bit anachronistic to the actual content of the book, but it makes sense when you read it. Yeah, I guess just say it. It's called Project Popstar. There is not a literal pop star, but it is I'd call it Popstar adjacent. Do you remember in my last video when I said that there was a character with a job title and that job title was singer? It was actually Popstar, and I just didn't want to say it because it sounded a bit like you already knew what the book might be about if I said Popstar does sound like a very juvenile little phrase. Like if you call it something Project Popstar, to me that automatically has like a younger reader's, like a juvenile ring to it, when that's not the genre this book is. And I think that's why I was hesitant about naming it Project Popstar, but like it's just so easy to say and it seems like it fits even though it's not entirely accurate, so that's what I'm going with. I also, for the first time, I don't actually have a real title, like a secret real title for this book that I want. Seaside has a secret real title. Project A has a secret real title. But yeah, I have no idea what the secret real title is for Project Popstar. But I guess I'll have to think of something if it ever gets to the querying stage. But I digress. We're not even finished with the first draft. Let's keep watching. star. Like, I feel like if an author writes a book with a pop star in it, it's a very specific type of book, like pining after like a singer and like falling in love with them, and like being like absorbed into like the pop star scene or like gossipy stuff. And like that is gonna like
There is also
kinda be in this book, but it's not like, it's not about a pop star.
Yeah. It's not about the pop star either. I mean, it is.
It's about a lot of things. So
it's difficult.
Project Popstar just kind of stuck. So that is its title until I come up with an actual title. This time around, I do not have a real title that I'm keeping from you.
I am the same person. What did you expect? Of course I'm going to explain it a second time.
So far, on day 6 of NaNoWrMo, I have written 5,600. Actually, these have only been for the first 5 days of NaNoWrMo because I haven't written today yet. I'm sure I will get to that today and write.
And I did write on day 6. So far I've only had 2 0-word days, but they were in the beginning, and I'm quite happy with that.
But overall, I'm very pleased with my progress. So for the first 5 days of NaNoWrMo, I haven't broken the streak yet, I've written 5,659 words. And I think this is very respectable.
Yeah, Grayson, it is respectable because you made the goal and you were happy with it, and I'm happy with it. So now is a good time to tell you my current status of the NaNoWrMo project. Here are my stats. Like in this video I tried to make, I have not done my words yet today. NaNoWrMo says I need 6,900 words today. That's not gonna happen. So today I'm at 15,350 words. I think I'm gonna get to 16,000 today. It's gonna be good. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that later. Might vlog it, but can't make any promises. And also, if you want to follow me on NaNoWrMo, they don't call it, I think it's buddy. If you want to be buddies on NaNoWrMo, I will also put my username in the description if you want to add me, so you can follow along with my progress and see where I am now or what happened. Drafting. It's a lot of things. So yes, today I'm currently at 15,350 words for an average of 590 words per day. In general, I've had below 500 words, and then there's been like outliers of like peaks where like, oh, 700, oh, 1,200. In general, I normally have like only 30 minutes to write, so like around the 300 to 500 range is usually where I end up for that. But it's good because it's still progress, and I'm not stressing myself out, which was the goal. In terms of how I like literally feel about my project, I still like it. Right now I feel like the beginning, like that is the best chapter so far. And that probably comes with like thinking about it so much and planning for it and like weaving in all this like character development, I think in a very technically good way. And like the other chapters after that are good for like plot events, but they're not as like resonant with me. But that's okay because this is still a first draft, and I might only like the first chapter the most because it's in a different location from the other chapters. But I won't know until I finish the dang thing, which NaNoWrMo says is going to be in January. Something that Project Popstar is doing is, it's not, I mean, it is linear in that the events happen in order, but there are jumps in the timeline. The first chapter is like a week before the next chapter, and then you skip another week for the next chapter, and then it's a whole month forward for that chapter, and then another month forward for the next chapter. I think it's helping with pacing, and I like this vignette thing I'm trying to do, but they're all connected and they all build on each other. And also, like, sometimes you just want to like skip stuff that you like that I feel like is gonna be boring to read. Like the beginning of this book, the character is in high school, and I want to like exit the high school as quickly as possible because this is also like a growing into an adult book and learning how to, you know, like be that. What even is adult? So yeah, I think the jumps in time suit the narrative. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to the video. I know I'm technically halfway behind that goal for 50,000, which is fine. It is fine. You are fine. The reason my word count was so high on the first day that I did this is because I added all the words that were in my outline, which is something I definitely recommend you should do if you're trying to win NaNoWriMo. Is also include the words that you write for your outline during NaNoWriMo. I still recommend this, by the way. It's a very good tactic. So yeah, on the first day I got 2,042 words, although much of that was actually my outline. I would say about 500 of that was the actual story part. For this NaNoWriMo this time around, what I'm doing is I'm like sectioning off an hour of time a day. Like that's the most I could spend on it. Yeah, and in general I have adjusted between an hour and sometimes it's only 15 minutes I get per day to work on this project. Just little time every day, like that builds. And you know, I'm not the kind of person who writes every day, but I am the kind of person who has recently started using the Google Calendar a lot. And so when I schedule my writing time, I feel like I have to do it because it's at a certain time and not just like on my to-do list. So if you're having trouble writing every day or you'd like to schedule that practice for yourself, I'd recommend using like a virtual calendar that lets you schedule in time. I find it more motivating than like a physical book or an agenda that's like, oh, I need to do this today, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. But like, no, you need to do this from 10:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. And I'm like, okay, guess I'm doing that tonight. Yeah, it's really helpful for me. Of course, everyone's writing speeds are different. And I find that first draft writing, especially when I don't know what I'm doing yet, I don't know where the rest of the story is going, is much slower than when I have a more fully developed outline. And I didn't jump into NaNoWriMo this time with... Yes, first draft writing is very slow because I didn't have an outline to start with. I honestly don't know if this has been a better experience because I didn't have an outline. But yeah, and I'm sure I'm about to explain it again. But what I did was I would outline a little bit, like outline what's in the next chapter, and then write that, and then outline a little bit more, and then write that. Maybe that's discovery writing, but I'm unsure. I don't think it's pantsing. I don't really know what to call that. Like chunking? I don't know. Let me know your outlining methods in the comments. Like, does it change between projects or do you always do it the same way? Because I like always... Wait. I don't think I had an outline for Project A either. Am I having a realization right now? Did I have an outline for Seaside? Maybe this is how I outline. Maybe... Like, Nani? Maybe I do. Maybe this is how I write story best. I don't know. This is not the time to contemplate this. Let's move on. A good outline. In fact, last time I did NaNoWriMo, it was with Project Seaside, but I had already written like around 25,000 words of that book. I think I got 35,000 in Seaside last time I did this. The next day was 1,240, and the day after that was exactly 1,000. And on this day when I got 1,000 words, like I did some writing earlier in the day, and then I watched a Sarah Sutton live stream, and I got some more words during that live stream, and that was really helpful. I'm thinking like, yeah, and Sarah Sutton just hit 3K on YouTube. That's super exciting. You should definitely subscribe to Sarah Sutton because her live streams are very good, very fun. And yeah, they're just a good time, very productive for me. The chat is super nice and super great over there. So go to her channel. I mean, go to my channel.
I think I'm probably gonna host a live stream.
I did host a live stream this month, and I meant to do more, I promise. It just didn't work out. They're most often on Thursday night around like 8 p.m. One day I'm gonna have that community tab, and I can just like release a live stream schedule. I can post it on YouTube. Then you will know, and it will never be ambiguous. But yes, they're usually once a month. I tried being more ambitious for NaNoWriMo, and I'm accepting that it didn't happen. And I thank you for your patience that there hasn't been much activity on this channel during NaNoWriMo, but everyone's busy. Everyone's busy.
This month for NaNoWriMo, probably on a Thursday, so keep an eye out for that.
Sounds like there's a leaf blower outside, and I can't do anything about it, so apologies.
The number doesn't matter as much to me as how I feel while I'm writing it.
Yes, the number does not matter as much as how you feel during NaNoWriMo. If you just don't have the mental energy to write 1,000 more words, don't do it. It's fine. Look, it's okay to have a low goal. It's okay to have 0 word days. It's okay to not be 1,000% productive all the time. Okay.
After I'm writing my book, I think it's very important to recognize that NaNoWriMo is meant to be like a good kind of stress, and not to like work you down to the bone or give you burnout. It's meant to be a fun challenge to push yourself, and not to make you pull your hair out or make you lose sleep or your grades. I think it's very important to also take time for yourself. My goal for this NaNoWriMo is not only to write every day and to get something done in my book every day, but also to not stress out.
Well, I managed to handle one part of that, but the good thing is I'm still not stressed out. That's the better part of the goal.
And not be worried that I'm not going to hit the 50,000 words. In my own words, I'm going to fail with grace. I actually just wrote an article for JUVEN Press.
Well, yeah, I did just write an article for JUVEN Press. That was the only article I managed to push out this month because of, you know, still a great article, as past me is also going to say.
Press, it is 15 essential tips to survive NaNoWriMo in college, from the perspective of a college student who is struggling a bit. And the last tip on that list is to fail with grace. It means to try the challenge anyway, knowing that you will fail, and recognizing that like you are worth more than your word count.
Let's say that again. You are worth more than your word count.
It's so easy to play the comparison game during NaNoWriMo. But yes, I think that is all the college wisdom I have to bestow on you in this video. I would encourage you to check out my article below if you'd like to have some more tips if you were struggling in NaNoWriMo this November. Let me know what you're writing this November. I'm very interested.
Yes, and Grayson is still interested. Let me know what you're working on this NaNoWriMo. There's probably nothing else I said of importance in this video. I know how I sound when I'm winding down. Like right now. Yes, we love being self-aware. How was that? How was this reaction video? Hopefully it is set up in a nice way, although I have confidence in myself that it looked good. I did it. Yes, please let me know what you're working on this NaNoWriMo. And really like how it's went for you. This video is kind of like a how it started and how it's going. I've slowed down a little bit since the beginning of the month, but whatever I end up with, I'll still be happy with. And I'll probably get to like 18,000, but like really like I'm gonna try for 20. And anyway, I said I was gonna get 16 today, so 20 ain't so far off. Think about how many books are being written right now
for the first time, and they're all new and different and like in different genres and just with so many different authors' voices. It's ridiculous and it's wild, and it's so interesting to me, like the variety of things being written all the time. So yes, please tell me what you're working on. I am working on Project Popstar for NaNoWrIMo, and I am currently just in the middle of 15,000 words. Our main character's name is Erin. Her last name starts with an S, although I don't know what it is yet. Okay, it's definitely not time for me to have an elevator pitch for this book, but she gets tied up with someone who's in the music industry, and it gets kind of sticky, kind of messy, a lot involved. There's a lot of where I'm hoping to go with this book, and I haven't really reached it from getting to 15,000 words, but like I'm hoping that in the beginning of chapter 7 maybe I will like get into like the beginning of the music industry stuff. Guess chapters this time are kind of long. They're averaging like 2,000 words, and that's long for me. Seaside's chapters are like 1,500. It's new to like put so many things in the chapter. It just feels right, so we're going with it. I think I will bring this video to a close. And there is still some leaf blowing outside. But yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know about your NaNoWrIMo, anything you want to say, and like this video, subscribe to this channel. I make all types of writing and bookish content here. When I have a video, I post it on Thursdays, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! There's so many computers going on right now. We're gonna do it. Okay, I'm ready.